And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Miami Marlins. Boog Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton, and singing the big bat in the lineup so far this year, Kyle Tucker.
He's one of the pillars of this lineup, and when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the hill today, Max Meyer. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Nico Horner leading things off and takes a strike. Fouled off. He was late.
Ball. See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And a pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. On the ground right side. And they get Nico Horner one away. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris. We'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
John Birdie in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Right side, hard hit. Sends it to first. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
Come on, Max. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Tucker with a homer in his last game. The 0-1. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Really nice job with 2-strike hitting in that at bat. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So runner at second, 2 down. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
In the air, center field. Myers settles under this one. Drops into the glove. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Cubs. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Ben Brown. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Bottom of the first, Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here.
The shortstop,
And a bunt towards third. Barely got him for the out. Close play.
Batting second.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. And in an era with a lot of strikeouts, they are right on trend, Chris. A lot of swing and miss in this lineup, and they come in with more strikeouts than any other team in the league right now.
Well, clearly they're looking to connect and hit the ball a long way, but at some point you've got to shorten up, and you'd like to see hitters do it, especially when they're having a hard time scoring runs. With 2 strikes, maybe spread out a little bit, choke up the bat, and just try to put the ball in play. There's a good chance that you'll find a hole and maybe get something going that way.
Swing and a miss.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
And foul ball.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
That just misses. That's the ball. And the count is 1-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That one the other way. Takes it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That clips the corner. Late on that fastball.
Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Next offering misses down and away. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the Marlins down quietly. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second. So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch. Meyer back to work. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And a foul ball.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Meyer, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And that's downstairs. And the count 1-2.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Dansby Swanson stands in. That clips the corner. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
2 outs. Got him swinging. And he strikes out the side here in the second. Cubs are down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Leading off, Connor Norton.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Right down to shoot. That's strike one. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. This to third, and that one handled. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, Agustin Ramirez.
Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Fastball for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
That one clips the outside corner, and the count is 0-2.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, slinging it to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
The catcher, Liam Hicks.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Runner at third. 2 away. And a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's going to be Eric Wagaman. And that is out of play. And that's fouled off.
One, two.
In the dirt, blocked. Hard on the ground to first. Bush takes it himself. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Digging in, Ian Happ.
Left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Happ, a former Gold Glove winner in the 8th spot in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2015. That's in there. And there's a foul ball. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count.
That is
Too good of a pitch
the
to
catcher,
hit right there. You
Carson.
have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here, home run. He'll take a jog around the bases. It's 2-1. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Back to the top of the order now. Next to hit, Nico Horner. That's outside.
no strikes.
And that is ball one. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in game one of this 3-game set. This one popped up right side. Ramirez in position, puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
John Birdie at the plate. Grounded out his first time. Right through there for a strike. This one smoked out to left. Reaching for it and brings it in.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Doubled in his first AB. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And first offering is fouled off.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Cubs add 2 on this homer, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly into an
No balls,
0-2 count.
2
Both
strikes.
pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a base hit up the middle. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. He's 0 for 1. And he takes one right on the black. It's 0-1. Konai gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That's through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. Nice job behind the plate there.
Right,
well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. He's 0 for 1. That's in there. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
And a curve misses outside. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. Headed towards the corner. Tucker really on his horse for it. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And there's 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Now, Otto Lopez. That finds the mark on the inside corner. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball. Horner over to first. That ends the frame. 1 left for Miami. They're down 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Seiya Suzuki. And a breaking ball misses outside.
1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. Way high.
2-1.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And misses inside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one ripped, but foul. That's in there. That's strike 2. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Line drive and foul ball. Strike 2.
0-2.
And that skips in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Snags it for the second out.
The batter, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And here comes Dansby Swanson.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Pickoff throw. Suzuki back in on a dive. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's low. That's
in the dirt. (2-0). Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, 2 outs. Ian Happ up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. First pitch misses.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And a big swing and a miss.
1-1.
Two on, 2 outs. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-2.
2-2.
That one missed.
Count.
Carson Kelly would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Now a chance for Carson Kelly. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch, not close.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Activity in the bullpen. Declan Cronin appears to be getting loose. Little, the power lefty, up as well. Outside low. 2-1.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Chases in the dirt. Slider there. To the plate for the force. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Cubs wind up leaving the bases loaded, but they still lead it 2-1. Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom of the fourth. Now here is Connor Norby. And that drops in for a strike.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Misses inside. Now 2-2.
2-2.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
One down.
Up next for the Marlins, the center fielder,
Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. Grounded out his first time. That one fouled off. One out, bases empty. That one in the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Now at the plate, Agustin Ramirez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one fouled off.
Ball.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
2 balls,
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Miami down in order, and they trail it here 2-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Meyer back to work. Out to short, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
The third baseman, number 5, John Birdie.
John Birdie, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Checks over to first, back safely. Fouled off down the right side. Runner at first with no outs here. That one off the mark, and 1-1. Next offering is outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Runner.
Corner on the go. That one fouled off, 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Corner aboard here at first with nobody out. In the air, out towards left center. Konai hauls it in for the out. One away.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Here's a big power threat. Kyle Tucker, 1 for 2. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Corner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Next offering is down low. One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. Pitch misses there, and now 3-1.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
That one is hammered right field, way back. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. And they add on. It's 4-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Suzuki up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Fought off foul. On the ground to third. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Bush.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Max Meyer gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Braxton Garrett on to pitch out of the pen
number
here.
29.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
So 2 down now, and here is Michael Bush, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. This one in the air right field. Sanchez ranging after it. He's got it, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-1 ball game.
Bands up, 20s, 50s, 100s in my hand.
Back here in Miami, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Liam Hicks. And there's the strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that's a foul ball.
That's down. That's a ball.
And there's a ball.
2-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now for the Marlins, Eric Wagaman. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
He swings and fouls one off. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
2-1.
Bases empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Right through there for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Up the middle, Horner fires to first on the run. On the money, nice play.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
Two down, bases empty. Now the left fielder, Griffin Conine. And that's in there for strike 1. Two outs, bases empty. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 0-2.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And now 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're through 5. It's the Cubs 4 and the Marlins 1.
This is my house. I'ma show you what I'm about. 'Cause ain't no doubt that I'ma rise now. Like a rocket, no way you can stop it. So you should just lie down.
And we're back. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Pete Crow Armstrong. And first offering is fouled off. Garrett, in his 4th year, he features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit.
The batter, number 7.
So a man aboard.
Dansby
and up next for
Swanson.
Chicago, Dansby Swanson. He is struck out and he is walked. And that is out of play. Crow Armstrong gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Conine on the move to the alley. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
First offering, and it just misses. Happ lays
that
off.
missed. That's a ball.
And another ball.
That's down.
That one's in there. 3 balls and a strike. Fouled off. He was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One away with a runner at third, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
Now
everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Kelly.
And here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. His 2-run homer back in the third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Outside low, ball 1.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. The 1-1 is fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Nico Horner will come up to hit. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
That misses the zone. 1-1. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. 2 outs.
Ball.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Swings and misses. 3-2 now. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. 2 on, 2 outs. Got him. And that'll do it.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Caleb Thielbar.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and
That doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
So I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement?
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
You know, these Marlins being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
The right fielder, number 7.
And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
The batter, number 6. Second baseman, Otto.
2 outs, base is empty. Otto Lopez now at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
And that misses. And it's 2-0. Just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. In for a strike, and the count is 3-1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
2 down, nobody on. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Designated
so now the
hitter,
DH spot, Connor Norby.
Norby.
And it's fouled away. Now snap throw to first. And he's back in safely. Swinging a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. In the dirt. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Marlins leave 1, and they trail it 4-1. New inning getting started, and here is John Birdie.
Number 5.
It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, could surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Tucker in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
1-0.
Line drive, come on.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
2 down, bases empty. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
And that's is downstairs. And that's ball 2. And another ball. There's a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
You got a full count.
Got him swinging. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs as they hold on to a 4-1 lead.
Now pitching.
New arm out of the bullpen, number 43. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Middle.
And now the center fielder, Dane Myers.
The center fielder, Dane Myers.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
0-1. One and one.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And it falls. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit. And a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat. But, man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over. So it's there, at least in the back of your mind.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swing and a ball popped up. Swanson under this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The catcher, number 34, Liam Hicks.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. Ball 1, no strikes. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Presley, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Pomerantz getting loose as well. Myers over at first with one away. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And now 2 gone. Now the third baseman, Eric Wagaman. He's grounded out a couple of times. First pitch misses.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. The Marlins trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. And a foul ball. Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
Full count.
And safe. It's a stolen base. Man on second, 2 down. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for Miami, and this is still a 4-1 ball game.
I'm about to shake up the system. I'm about to do something different. I'm about
Now
to
pitching for
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
55.
Brendan Little.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year.
Little.
Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
And now the first baseman, Michael Bush.
The first
0
baseman,
for 3 with 2
Michael
strikeouts and a flyout. First
That
pitch
missed. That's a
just
ball.
misses.
1-0. Ball. That's low.
High fly ball down the left field line. Konai makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. 1 for 3.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that's outside. Ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Declan Cronin up and throwing. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Outside low, and now 2-0. And that one hit 97 on the gun. And that's in the dirt.
3-1.
And that one sliced foul. And that one is inside, and it's ball 4.
Now batting, shortstop,
One gone, runner at
Dan
first. Swanson digs in. Snap throw to first.
No,
Crow
he's in
Armstrong
there.
dives back in safely. And a foul ball. Man at first, 1 away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes.
That's a ball.
There's a ball. Safe
in there.
at second, and that was not close. On the ground to third. And Swanson is set down.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ.
Let's go, Marlins. Come on, Marlins. You can do it. Woo, come on.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next offering is fouled back. The other way, he's got it. And that is out number 3. Cubs lead 1, but they lead it 4-1.
Now pitching for
back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Drew Pomeranz. 25th appearance of the year for him. Here's the left fielder, Griffin Cohen.
The left fielder.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
That's the ball.
And that misses. 1-0. The pitch behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1 ball,
I think he was
strike.
sitting off speed there.
Just missed. Right side. In time to Bush. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Line drive. 2 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Sanchez,
That's inside.
the next
That's
to
the
hit,
ball.
takes ball 1. Foul ball there. That one not close. And a count 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. And that one lifted in the air center field. Crow Armstrong in and to his right. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning.
From the mud, I'm talking about the slums from a city where it's wicked. Most people scared to come. Scared to box.
Now pitching for
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Declan Cronin.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. He's already homered in this game. Cronin in his second season, 27 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Strike on the inside corner. Fouls it off, still 1-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
2-2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
2-2 down. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
That's when you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
On the ground. Tosses to first. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Here's Nico Horner. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
One out. Runner at second. And next for the Cubs, John Birdie. Horner back in on a dive. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Horner over at second, one down. That misses.
That's the ball.
And a count even 1-1. Comebacker to the mound. Throw to first in time.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Clearly they didn't want to mess with him right there, so I think it makes sense to play the numbers game in this spot.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
It's 0-1. No, ball. 1-1.
This one in the dirt. Tag safe. And a wild pitch, and both runners are in scoring position.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 2 left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubs 4 and the Marlins 1.
Now pitching.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Ryan Brazier.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. And at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Next offering is in for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Hauls it in, 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Connor Norby.
Now here's the Marlins DH, Connor Norby. Inside, and it's 1-0. And that one pulled foul. One down, base is empty. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, the center fielder, Dane Myers.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now it's going to be Dane Myers. That one in there across the letters. They're down to their final strike.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
The Fish down to their final strike. In the dirt. Going to count 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Pitch misses there. It's 2-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Two outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that one upstairs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
4-1 the final here today. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
Empty glass is what I got. Mess is what I